This is Windsor Lindor. There are seasons in life when the outer strategy is no longer the real issue. You can keep moving, keep achieving, keep showing up with strength, discipline, and responsibility, and still feel that something beneath the surface is asking for your attention. Not because you are failing, because you are being invited into a deeper truth. There comes a point when growth is no longer primarily about doing more. It becomes about seeing more clearly. It becomes about recognizing what is quietly shaping your emotions, your identity, your decisions, and the quality of your leadership from within. This is where the mirror of emotional truth becomes essential because this mirror does not flatter us, it clarifies us. It reveals where we are reactive, where we are fragmented, where old wounds, fear, resentment, shame, or inherited narratives still have more influence over our lives than we may want to admit. Many people want peace while still carrying internal conflict. They want clarity while still carrying emotional noise. They want freedom while still holding tightly to burdens that distort perception, weaken consistency, and quietly interfere with the future they say they desire. And this is why emotional truth matters, because until we become honest about what is happening within us, we remain vulnerable to being governed by it. At some point, every serious life must confront two questions. What is still mine to own? And what is no longer mine to carry? That distinction is the beginning of maturity. Responsibility says, I will tell the truth. I will acknowledge my part. I will learn what must be learned. I will repair what can still be repaired. I will become more honest, more disciplined, more awake. Captivity says, I will stay emotionally bound to an earlier version of myself. I will keep replaying the wound. I will confuse self punishment with growth. I will let the past continue occupying the inner authority of my future. And a coherent life cannot be built there. A functional identity cannot be built there. A sustainable success story cannot be built around unresolved captivity. This is why one of the deepest practices of self-leadership is this: carry the lesson, not the sentence. Carry the wisdom, carry the humility, carry the sharpened awareness, carry the discipline that truth requires, and live beyond the endless internal punishment that quietly drains your life force, your creativity, your clarity, and your direction. A mature human being is not defined by image, not by performance, not by emotional intensity. A mature human being is revealed by the quality of awareness, They bring to their life the steadiness of their emotional world and the integrity with which they choose. So let me ask you directly, what is one inner burden you know it is time to release? An old story, a private shame, a resentment, a fear you have been carrying for too long. So now name it honestly. Because what remains unnamed often remains in power. And perhaps the next level of your life will not begin with more effort. Perhaps it will begin with more truth. If this reflection meets you in a living place within yourself, I invite you to join me for the upcoming free virtual lecture, The Mirror of Emotional Truth, Emotion, Identity, and the Architecture of Aligned Decision. Visit lindorconsulting.com to learn more. So thank you for being here. I am Windsor Lindor. Yes, the life you desire may not be waiting for a stronger performance from you. It may be waiting for a truer relationship with yourself. Take care.